Hi, this is Chicago News 25, and I'm Raven, your news correspondent for tonight's evening news. Today, we'll be discussing how technology affects society and the pros and cons of technology usage.
I think that technology is good because it helps solve some of the issues in the world. For example, it makes traveling easier. Like, we could go across the world in an airplane and it only takes a matter of hours to get there. And also, technology helps, like, relating to the medical fields. Like, a lot of the things that are possible today, like curing simple colds or other types of diseases wasn't possible about like 30 years ago.
Believe this. I believe that technology is harmful to society, especially one that's continually to um, evolve. I think that technology harms us and takes away certain human characteristics that we often take for granted. I think that we believe that technology in the long run will help us and make life simpler and easier, but I think because of the convenience factor within it, it's also taking away some of those sentimental parts of being a human.
I'd have to say that technology is good in many ways, but I also think it's very bad. And I think so. I think it's bad because a lot of the time we are like focused on our phones and social media and trying to stay up to date on that, and we're not paying attention to those around us. So there's not as much personal and, like, I guess you could say, physical
I
contact.
think some of the problems that we have using technology is addiction, especially in like college campuses. Like, we use Google and stuff for everything. We use Google to like do our homework. We use Google to learn how to tie a tie. Like, we're not doing what like we're not studying the way our parents used to, and I feel like that's making us kind of lazier and not dumbing us down necessarily, but we're just not putting in as much effort as we could have using technology.
I think because of the accessibility of technology, especially with the younger generation, it's starting to make us lazier. I think that social interaction is becoming more and more awkward. I think also the way that technology has taken over our everyday life has made it harder for young people to find relationships that are meaningful and serious. Um, I think that's why all these dating sites seem to pop up, which I think takes away again from that experience of all like your awkward firsts and whatnot. So I believe that technology has really hindered a lot of human interaction and is continuing to do so.
Technology.
Well, like I previously said, I feel like we're experiencing problems with interacting with one another and being on a more of a personal level with people.
Work better.
Some great things about technology. Like I said, like, it makes things easier. So although it is making us not work as hard, it is still helping us do better and further our research on things. It's allowing us to be able to do our job better because we have technology. For example, like building a house or whatever, we have technology to pull up the materials. Whereas, back in the day, like, I don't know what they would use, like a rope and a levee. Like, it makes our job a lot more productive.
Work better.
I mean, even though I used it as a con earlier, I think that the convenience of technology has really improved standards of living. I think it's also modernized the way that we think and use certain tactics, such as with war. Drones make it easier and more convenient to help us find safety and keep safety within our borders and other borders that we protect. I also think that it has expanded the economy and has allowed for businesses and different entrepreneurs to explore a new economic world with technology. Um, And I also believe that because of the strides that we made, especially in the healthcare arena, have substantially improved the standard of living within America.
One thing I could say that's really great about technology is like the developments in like medical science. I'd have to say that because they're starting to come up with cures for different like diseases, stuff like that. And as somebody that has a sickly like family member, it's like really important to me that there's new technology emerging and can possibly help my family member.
After listening to those compelling and informative interviews, I think that we can all come to the conclusion that while the views on technology and its place in society are mixed, there are pros and cons as to how much people use technology in their everyday lives. Technology is something, if used in moderation, we can successfully use it to eliminate unnecessary tasks, but if we use it too much, we can become a technology-dependent society unable to do things manually. That's all for today. I'm Raven Jackson, and this is Chicago News 25.